Do I stay or do I go? Let me begin this by saying there are a lot of situations and facets of this, so I will try to my best to make it the least confusing as possible. If you read to the end, thank you. My partner, 31M, and I, 27F, have been together just over 3 years. We bonded over the fact that we were both separated with children. He was going through divorce, and I had fled an abusive relationship. I had always only dated in the toxic pool, due to my own traumas. If you're a mentally ill girly, you'll understand this. So, after fleeing an abusive relationship, I spent a whole year in intensive therapy managing my anxiety from being abused, as well as getting to the root cause of my issues. I had a rough childhood and did not have healthy relationships modeled to me. After making significant progress, I met my current partner. He was so sweet, but not to the point of being love-bombed. He seemed so normal and spent a lot of time messaging each other. His ex-wife quickly became an issue in our relationship, as he was consistently stressed out from the divorce process. However, we made it through the separation seemingly stronger than before. I want to mention, all I have ever wanted was what all the kids around me had: a loving family. I want a marriage that lasts until we are old and gray. I want a loving, doting husband. And I thought I had found that in my current partner. He does a lot for me. He pays for me to go on vacations, help me through school, and he is also a very calm person, which I found a lot of peace and comfort in. One issue I have always had with him, though, is actually feeling loved. Now, please remember, I have a hard time with healthy relationships due to my childhood, and I know this is my responsibility. So none of this is to disregard him and what he does. It is merely confusion on what to do and what a healthy relationship is. He is always openly complaining of the things he does for me, not directed towards me, but I still feel the sting, as I never asked him for any of these things. Things I've asked for are things like flowers, just because, or for him to ask about my day and want to listen. I want to be called beautiful and told what is admirable about me. You know, things girls like. I feel we have become more like roommates who hook up sometimes. This is the only time he will show me physical affection, when he wants to get some. We don't have romantic encounters without it being sexual in nature. He spends a lot of time on his phone texting his friends, like all day long, and only does the same with me if it's about something that interests him. If I bring up these issues, love languages, being shot down when I try to flirt, etc., or something that interests me, but not him, he is very short and I don't get very far without the subject being changed. We seemingly have no romance or flirting. He tells me that just isn't me, or I will try harder. This has been the way it's been for majority of the relationship. Very nonchalant. I find myself longing for the love that I've always craved, the unbreakable bond between life partners. It's hard with blended families, as well. I want to be someone's everything, as I give that kind of love, but finding my love not at all being reciprocated, and instead, being told he does love me, just shows me in different ways. I have stuck by through his separation, and he has made no real attempts to be officially divorced, so I don't see us heading towards marriage anytime soon. I still am in consistent therapy, and the more healing I do, the more my realizations for what I want are solidified. So I guess what I'm asking, is this simply a case of incompatibility? Was the relationship doomed from the beginning? Or has anyone been through something similar and seen it through to the other side, where your relationship became fulfilling? Tips on how to help my partner realize I am starving for love. There is so much more that I am probably forgetting to add. Like I said, I am just confused on what to do, because I don't know what is overreacting or what is justified for me to be upset. I am nervous to think I'll have to break this off with him due to us simply being incompatible, or him being emotionally unavailable. Relationships are not my strong suit, but I do see a very bright future with him if I can just have my love reciprocated. I have mentioned therapy. I have sent Facebook videos and TikToks trying to give some kind of blueprint for loving me. We have talked about this until we are both blue in the face. I don't want to waste my youth and miss finding someone who will give this to me effortlessly. I am so lost, because he is genuinely a good guy, just emotionally unavailable, I guess. Thank you if you have made it to this point. TLDR, should I stay with my emotionally unavailable boyfriend and risk wasting my youth and finding a doting husband? Tips for guiding emotionally unavailable boyfriend to be emotionally available. Or, are we incompatible due to seemingly different love languages? Should I walk away?